Sananda, be true and we will be by your side, their sons and daughters of planet Earth. I am Sananda. If it is with much gratitude that I can be here once again today. I see myself sitting on top of those hills 2000 years ago approximately, preaching to my people, trying to bring the good news, the truth, the light of Father, Mother, God. This is how I feel when I come here to be with you. Many are announcing the end time. Many are preparing for the end times. Many think that everything written in their religious books will faithfully happen as it is there. Not everything in there is true, not everything in there is a lie. The true words of each religious book are there. The words spoken by me, by Muhammad, by many other beings of that time, of all times, are there, only the words have been given some contours that have taken away the true essence of what was said. It is as if each word had been made up to look like something else, and so everything that was written there would justify any action carried out by men. Everything that was there would be interpreted according to each one, to justify their own actions and make humanity more and more submissive and prayerful to the punishments of God the Father, Mother. Today, in the present time, you have already realized and understood that there are no punishment from Father, Mother, God, that none of us judge you, that none of us condemn you. The condemnation comes from yourselves. So let's think together. What would a world look like were those words that were spoken in their true origin were discovered and spoken? What would it be like? What would it be like if all religious books were cleansed of the extra and make-up words that have been put there? How would it be? I can say that it would be 100% truth and would bring peace and comfort to hearts, not pain and suffering. This topic is part of the great revelations, and I can say that it will be one of the most controversial because some follow exactly what those who claim to be representatives of Father, Mother, God interpret of what is written there and force those who listen to them to follow exactly what is said. But I say that the vast majority of the time that interpretation is totally wrong. It is totally manipulated to make them see each word in a different way. So today, many readers of the sacred books do not accept my letters because they do not see me as the being that I describe myself as. Never. I was born poor, I grew up pure. I would never be that man that I portrayed in the letters. I would never spend 40 days in the desert having contact with God. This is absurd. This is blasphemy. No, I had contact with the devil. I was tempted for 40 days and I resisted. So this is the great story that is told to this day, which is why my letters cause so much revolt. How can this be written? They cause so much surprise. How can he not be this enlightened being? How could he not be born enlightened? And it causes disappointment because they realize that they have been deceived. So I ask each of you today. Many of you here have read or are still reading the Holy Book. How do you feel about my letters? Have you accepted them fully into your hearts, or are you just getting caught of in a moment where reading the letters is interesting. It's cool. It takes you into the fifth dimension, so let's read on. It doesn't matter what I'm reading. It matters that I'm reading and I'm fulfilling a prerequisite for the fifth dimension. But I don't believe anything I read here. And then I ask a question. Who are you fooling? Me? I am sorry to say that you are not fooling me at all, because I see exactly what you are doing. You are deceiving yourself. You are thinking that it's fashionable. It's interesting to read the letters. You have done it, but you do not follow them, because that holy book does contain all the truth. So I tell you to stop fooling yourself and go back to your holy book, because you couldn't absorb my energy that was in those letters, and then you will answer me. But I didn't feel any energy. Very well. Then stop calling yourself awake too, because if you couldn't understand a word of my letters, you can't call yourself awake. You are still totally stuck in the dogmas of your religions, no matter which one it is. False awakenings exist by the loads in which they think that believing in Sananda. But who is Sananda anyway? Believing in a being of light saying, but it's a lie. Beings of light don't talk, but they keep saying they believe to be part of the little group, to be part of, I remembered, the talk to the fifth dimension. I will say I believe, because then I am on the path, but I don't believe in anything. For me it's all unreal. So I will give you a truth. You are not on a journey at all. You are not even at the beginning of the road to the fifth dimension, forced by your own feelings, which are of irony, falseness, lies. How with these feelings do you want to get on the road to the fifth dimension? Then I suggest you withdraw. Don't bring your lying energy to those who believe in you. Only you are contaminating that group. So stay in your beliefs, in your lies, and follow the path as you think is right. By the way, nobody ever pursued you to do anything. Nobody here ever said, do this, do that. We teach and follow who wants to. Now, not in the interest of being on the road like a being who believes in everything, but in your heart, laughing and ironizing about everything. Why I'm saying all this? Because I would like you not to be disappointed with many who put themselves forward as if they were 100% on the road, but who you will find out up front that they lied all along, that they were only in the middle to know how to talk and behave, to stay out of the latest news and gossip. As I said some time ago, the separation of the wheat from the chaff is very easy and simple for the universe. Every soul on this planet has already made its choice. With rare exceptions, souls are changing sides. Most of them have already said when they incarnated, I want to stay in the third dimension, and they have behaved exactly the way they want to stay in the third dimension, and they will, no suffering, no doubts. They like what they live, they like the violence, the suffering, the pain, the false children. It likes all of that. It's good for her, it's what her soul likes to do. So it will be so, they will be respected. So I repeat again, with rare exceptions, there are changing sides. We know exactly who will ascend and who will not ascend. So you don't need to disguise yourselves as awakened to try to fool us. I will put on an awakened cloak. I might get through the sieve. What sieve? I would say that there is no sieve, there is no portal, there is no one defining who is going and who is not going. So who are you trying to fool? This is my question. Who are you trying to fool? Because we will not be at the door stamping the passage for each one of you. The passage to the fifth dimension will be by vibration. Those who vibrate will be attracted. Those who don't vibrate will not be attracted. It's very simple. So who you are you trying to fool? So I say again, take off your cloak, because it will do you no good, because you are fooling yourself, not us. We know exactly what is there underneath this cloak. Someone who is false and who is preaching lies from the grooves he attends, because it's none of what you put on. So who you are fooling? I tell you, my dear brothers and sisters of this planet, those who are actually on the road in the journey to the fifth dimension, keep falling, keep sleeping, keep coming back, keep moving forward, and fall and get up, and fall and get up, learning more every day. The road is not easy, it's not simple, and the obstacles as the fifth dimension approaches become more and more difficult to overcome. But that is what you have to go through. And those who fall and get up, and fall again and get up again, have us by their side. We are right there with you, helping you to get up, to realize the mistakes, to learn the lessons. But if in the future you fall again, we will be there once more to lift you up. We don't change under any circumstances in relation to any person on this planet. Because you fail, are we going to turn our backs on you? Never. If you have fallen and if you trust us, it's a moment for us to get out there and say, we are here, let's go. Get up and keep walking, we are here. And you will have enough strength to go ahead. Now who got hurt? It's you yourself, not us. Continue your walk. You fell, you slipped back, get up and keep going forward again. This is the walk of every soul on this planet right now. For those who trust us, we are all around all the time. And up ahead when the fall of truth comes, I assure you that we will be even closer to you to help you live all those truths, all those moments, to help you see the movie of your souls, and I assure you that the box office will be full because it's a very ugly movie. It's not a beautiful movie to watch. On the other hand, it has to be a movie where you will say, I did it, it's done, and you will ask forgiveness with your hearts full of light for every soul you have hurt, killed, raped, tortured, anything, and you will also forgive with your hearts full of light all those who have done the same thing to you. So this will be the most difficult time of your lives, to become aware of what your souls have already done, but it will not be a moment of judgment, it will not be a moment to crucify them. Why should it do any good? No one will go into the past to change that moment. The moment is done, the energy has been propagated. So the big secret will be to fill your heart with light, ask for forgiveness, and forgive, and that movie of your life will be archived so that you can always go back to it and see in detail everything wrong your soul has done and understand a lot. You will understand a lot. Being afraid to watch the movie. Unfortunately, you have no option. You will have to watch it. There is no way to close the movie theater. There is no way to throw the movie away, because it is the movie of your souls, because it's the movie of your soul. So you have to watch it. You have no choice. Now we will be there, like a big laugh, where you can scream, cry, squirm, excuse us, bite us, and we will be there, together with you, passing all our unconditional love to you, so that you can get through it all. And we guarantee that in the end you will be another human being. You will be a human being ready, practically ready for the fifth dimension, and the rest of the truths you will know will be heavy, will be horrendous, will be disgusting, yes, but not much different from what your soul has been doing for eons of time. So no judgment neither to your soul nor to others. There can be no judgment, and everything will be shown just so that you never forget all that you have been through on this planet. And when you go to the fifth dimension, take all those memories, put them in a drawer in your heart, and lock the key. Why, Remiske? Now I guarantee you one thing. Any of X's thinking in the fifth dimension, this drawer automatically opens and shows you the consequence of your action, which will probably be the same as some you did in past lives, and you will see the result clearly, and then it's up to you to decide whether you want to keep vibrating that or immediately go back to being light. And remember that it was a path taken wrong and that you want to continue in the light. But never forget, free will continues. The decisions are up to you. So right now you have free will. Choose to continue on the road to the fifth dimension, even if you fall, even if you get off, even if you come back. Now, with much truth. Don't try to fool the universe, because you are not fooling us. You are fooling yourselves, and I guarantee you, the harvest will not be good.